Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing fine. Real quick, I'm trying to do this real quick. I don't think I'll be able to, but I got a lot on my mind. I want to talk to you from a thought, excuse me. Life is not always peachy. I was sitting at my wife's summer camp the other day, and there was a young man. He had ate an apple. He had ate the apple. He had eaten it to the core. He had eaten it to the core, and then once he got to the core, he split the core open, and there were 4 seeds. He took the 4 seeds in his hand. He was asking people to hold them because he was excited. He was excited like most of us have been in the past because he was going to help produce and water and nurture that seed to a tree. We've all been in a place where we have the seeds of our life have been protected by fruit around us. I was a place in my life where the seeds of my life were protected within the fruit of a ministry. That ministry was Valley Brook Outreach Baptist Church. It was protected, but people began to eat of that fruit. And once people began to eat of the fruit, the Holy Spirit became excited, took the seed and said, I'm going to take it, I'm going to nurture it, and it's going to produce much fruit. So once I was planted, there began the dark place. The place it seemed like I couldn't see the sun. I could feel the warmth of the sun, but yet I could not see the sun. But yet after storms, after things that happened in our lives, my wife and our lives, the storm began to help the seed stick out of the ground. So now we're a twig. We're producing 1 or 2 leaves. Not much shelter. Only thing that can get shelter from us is maybe an ant, something small, something that crawls upon the ground. So now we go from a twig, and now we can be a stump. A stump, the stump part of your life, a stump part of your ministry, it causes problems to some people. Some people trip on you. Some people may call you a stumbling block, but somebody's going to trip over you, and then they're going to see the potential that you have. They're going to nurture you. They're going to begin to speak into your life. They're going to continue to water you as the storms of your life have. They're going to water you. They're going to come and check on you day in and day out. And then they're going to keep you until you become a little tree. You're still not producing much. You're still not producing. Now you're able to be shade, but you're not producing fruit. So now you're able to be shade. Even some birds can come and nest in you. Birds will come and sit on your branches at times. You're still not producing the fruit that you think you ought to produce. And sometimes that can be frustrating because you know you're supposed to be producing fruit, but you have to keep on because now you've gone through seasons of storm, you've gone through seasons of rain, you've gone through hot seasons. Some seasons have been dry, but yet you're still standing. Your roots are beginning to dig deeper in the ground. And now you're at a place in your life where now you're producing fruit. Society, people can begin to come pick from your branches. You have different branches. You have songs that you're writing. You have many sermons that you're preaching. You're being invited to different places. You have different branches. You have different branches that you can that more fruit is coming off of. That's the process of a tree. But guess what? Out of all those seasons, you didn't produce anything. Life is not always peachy. You're not always going to produce a peach. You're not always going to produce an apple. Life is not always peachy. Sometimes you don't produce anything. Or sometimes you feel like you're just going in circles. But you got to stay. You got to stay the course. You can't get weary in well doing. You're going to reap a harvest if you faint not. Many of us are fainting because we're giving up. Because we're not seeing fruit come from our branches. Let's stay the course. Let's stay encouraged. Let's keep reaching for the sun because the sun produces vitamin D. The sun produces divine intervention. It produces the things that's going to help you when you can't help yourself. The sun is Jesus Christ. Let's keep reaching for him. Let's stay in the faith. Let's stay rooted. because God is going to send someone that's going to pour into you, and he's going to continue to pour into you himself. I hope this blesses someone. I hope this encourages someone to keep and stand strong in the faith. Be blessed. Be encouraged.